Some people have brown hair, some black. Some people have big ears. But did you know that everyone has their own unique way of walking and running, too? Understanding how your feet and ankles behave when they're in motion is the first step to making your running and walking safer and more efficient and comfortable. As your foot strikes the ground, the arch of your foot collapses a bit in order to absorb shock and help with balance. When the arch flattens, the foot rolls slightly inward, like this. This motion is called pronation. Most people's feet roll inward or pronate to some degree, but some people pronate more than others. Experts have a way of classifying how much or how little people pronate. They place people into one of three categories: normal or healthy pronators, overpronators, and underpronators, also known as supinators. Normal pronation, which is the most common, looks like this when the foot touches the ground. The foot rolls inward some, but not dramatically. When your foot is in this position, your body weight is distributed equally, and the forces of impact are properly absorbed by your foot. When you pronate normally, you can also push off into your next stride most efficiently. Now have a look at overpronation. See how the foot rolls inward at a more extreme angle? This makes it harder for the foot and ankle to handle the impact of your stride, making it less efficient and making you more susceptible to common running-related injuries. Overpronation can range from mild to severe. The third kind of pronation, underpronation, is extremely rare, but you can see that underpronators tend to roll their feet and ankles outward during the stride. Like overpronation, underpronation isn't as ideal. So how do you figure out which kind of pronator you are? The best way is to have a professional observe your stride. That starts with a visit to a store that specializes in selling running shoes. The people there can give you the lowdown on your pronation level. If you don't live close to a running shop, there's another way to figure out your level of pronation. It's called the wet test. It's easy. Here's how to do it. First, fill a shallow pan with an inch or so of water. Next, wet the sole of your foot. Then step onto a shopping bag or a piece of heavy paper. Remove your foot and look at your footprint. If you see about half of your arch, like this, you're likely a normal pronator. If you can see just the heel and the ball of your foot, you have a very high arch, and are also likely a normal pronator, but there's a chance you're an underpronator. Meanwhile, if you can see nearly all of your footprint, that means you have a low arch, and there's a good chance you're an overpronator. Keep in mind that the wet test is just an approximation, and evaluating the height of your arch is just one factor in finding your pronation level. That's why having a professional look at your stride is so important.